Hi guys, this is Holiday Inflatable Fanatic, and today I have a really awesome video for you guys, because in front of me I have literally the one and only Halloween light show by Gemmy. And yes, you heard that right, this is literally the only Halloween light show that Gemmy has pretty much ever made. And when I say light show, I'm not saying like, because obviously they have the Cemetery Arch, the organs, and those are all technically light shows, but this has the same exact control box and sound box as a Christmas light show, as the classic Christmas light shows with the C7s inside of them. So this is a really awesome piece, and I just want to start the video by saying that this is not mine, this is Chase's, and he sent it to me because there was something wrong with the board, so I fixed it up. What the problem was is pretty much the ghost. It stopped blinking. It was just a solid color light, just a solid light, so the light was always on despite what you did with the board. So I went in, placed a component, and now the ghost is blinking again. And I did various other cosmetic things. The zipper in the back was broken. Right here, the main zipper. It ended up just being the zipper itself was actually put on backwards by Gemmy. So I took it off, flipped it around, and now it zips just fine. There were a couple stitches that I had to do here and there that I'll show you guys once I get it inflated. But besides that, this thing is in mint condition. I mean, it has a unique audio, a unique look. I mean, it's the first ever Halloween light show, making it already so unique. But also, it's the only light show with animation on it as well, because the mummy inside this pumpkin pops up and down as well. So I can't wait to show you guys this one. And without further ado, let's plug this in so you guys can really see just how awesome this piece is. Uh-oh. The fan fell in the back. Here it is, fully inflated. Let's stand all the way back. It looks awesome. So right now the internal lights are not on. We just have, the chandelier on, the light, illuminated right now. But as you guys can see, this thing inflates great, especially for being so how old it is. I'm assuming this is 2007, considering that's when all the light shows were made, but I'm honestly not too certain about that. Watch the mummy pop up. What's interesting is that this is the same mummy that they made an individual pop-up like in 2015 or 2014. I always just thought that was a newer design for that, I guess, time period, but I guess it was just an old design that they never ended up producing, and they just took that same exact design and copy and pasted it onto something different. Alright, without further ado, let's get the lights on. There we go. So I'm just going to start off with steady burn, and then I'll turn the light show on. I'll do the light show at the end, but first let's just there are no big lights in the base, as you guys can see. I think it does have a channel to put lights on the base, but they just never ended up doing so. And I also believe there's the spots right here, the little tether loops inside the fabric, where there's spots to hang the lights on. I guess it was a last minute decision not to do so, or really not too sure, but that would be, I guess, a cool customization to it. Add those lights into it. But I mean, the last thing we ever want to do is mess this thing up and end up breaking. So, continuing what I was saying before, I said that I made some cosmetic changes to it. I showed you some of the little things already, but I also said there were stitches that I ended up putting on, so I'll show you guys that right now. There was a stitch undone right by the pumpkin in Frankenstein's arm. You can see right there. And that's actually a really crucial stitch. I didn't realize how much it impacted the inflatable. But without it, Frankenstein leaned back and the pumpkins leaned more to the left. And that actually caused the ghost, the light, to get stuck in the ghost's arm. So that one little stitch actually impacted pretty much like the main focal point of the piece, which I would say is this left side. There was also a hole right by Frankenstein's. You still see a little hole right there, but that was exactly where it was. So I stitched that up. And yeah, and then I just adjusted the sign a little bit. And you can clearly see that we've Happy Halloween now, while before it was all scrunched up. And yeah, let me turn the lights on, lights off, and we'll watch the light shows a little bit. Nope. Audio is so cool. It has like a carnival vibe to it, but it's also like Halloweeny, and I don't know, it's just like, it's really kooky. I don't know how else to just describe it but that word, and I just think it fits Halloween perfectly and this inflatable perfectly as well. I think it's really an awesome audio choice. Looking at the control panel, one of the biggest things you probably noticed is that this thing is actually pink. That's definitely a lot different compared to the Christmas ones. I'm not sure if it's like that or if it was stained by maybe like the orange or something. Really not too sure, but it is pretty much pink, at least on this side. And as you guys can see, all the phrases right next to the buttons are actually stickers instead of being indented into it or printed on, which is also really cool. And then you have the little sample tag right there. And then the last thing that's unique about this light show is that the wire coming out of the speaker is actually green. I have the feeling is that if they actually produced this, a lot of the wiring and stuff, maybe even the control panel too would be green or something like that, just to make it, you know, more Halloweeny. Because I know oftentimes, you know, with inflatables, and I know even other companies too, they'll, you know, associate like white plastics and the white wiring with Christmas, while the black and the dark colors with Halloween. But I think the last thing I'll show you guys with this inflatable is the hand-painted details, and then that's pretty much it. All the pumpkins are hand-painted. The face of the ghost is hand-painted. Frankenstein's eyes are hand-painted, along with his sign. Mummy's face is hand-painted along with the two pumpkins. And what I love about this piece too, and it just screams classic, is the fact that the pumpkins have the same face as like the animated pumpkin, you know, stack with the, you know, cat popping out of it. And there's other designs too that utilize those same faces. Like there's a Canadian exclusive pumpkin stack with ghosts that has those same faces. So it's just a really overall classic print to use on a pumpkin. And that's why, you know, I love it so much in this inflatable, because it makes it scream classic gem. But as I said, I think that's going to be everything for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's really such a one-of-a-kind piece, and it's really truly an honor just to see this thing in person. let alone be able to, you know, repair this thing and return it back to its original state. But yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.